disappeared. All three of them.
Yeah, but where did they even go?
Jail said that they were returning to the future.
Yeah, but what's that even mean?
It means they'll be waiting. 300 years. She told me she'd wait for a murderer.
Rihito.
So we have friends in the future, huh? That's a pretty crazy concept to think about.
Good luck living that long. 300 years from now, we'll all be dead.
Yes, but apparently we have a connection. They came here, didn't they?
They did. They somehow found a way. Let's wrap up this stupid war as soon as possible. Then we'll figure out how to get to the future. And we'll reunite with them.
You've sure got away with words, don't you?
Yep, the commander's always been good at that.
Together we can end this war in no time at all.
I will never allow any of them to take a life. Class A can still be the army that doesn't kill. They don't need to feel the pain that I endured. Ever. Yeah, this is for the best. I'll kill. So they won't have to.
The world was once again engulfed by the fires of war, and the sole reason people fought was to decrease the population until famine was no longer an issue. It would later come to be known as the Waste War. Rather than waste away from starvation, humanity chose to lay waste to each other. It all started 300 years ago. I want those of you watching this to know the truth. The truth about Licht and what happened to him.
The results are superb. It was everything we hoped it would be.
Was it, though? He broke his oath and killed because of me.
He had to kill so the other children could live.
I know.
We will not make it through this war without an ace on our side. We need him to change the future and stop them from plundering all that we have, sir.
What's that guy think he's doing?
He's back! Thank goodness!
His face.
That day, Rihito slaughtered 337 people, and he did it all by himself.
Are you okay?
It'd been a long time coming, but a second ace was finally born. An ace as gentle as he was optimistic. He felt more like a big brother than a war hero to me, so I called him Big Bro. It seemed like fate, like I became a guinea pig in the Ace Project because I was destined to meet him. Licht steadily changed with each passing day. Perhaps it was due to his overexposure to Schmerman's genes. Scars that couldn't heal started appearing, both inside and out. Schmerman's deadly impulses took a stronger hold on his mind with every kill he made. Eventually, his kill count reached 10,000. By that point in time, Licht lost the ability to smile.
Oh, Rihito! Surprise!
You know, I really need a bath. You're more than welcome to join if you want a good scrub down too. Just so we're clear, I'm drawing the line at bathing, okay?
The only thing I want you to do for me is refrain from killing.
I guess he's gone for good. The perverted yet kind-hearted Rashida we knew and loved is a distant memory now.
I'm pretty sure it's because we weren't wearing the right kind of underwear. So does anybody know what he likes? White stripes? Black lace? Something flashier?
I don't think that's it.
Well, I'm not giving up on him. The Rihito we knew can't be gone. You'll see. He'll be back to normal once we find the perfect lingerie.
It's all rather touching, isn't it? They're working so hard to bring back the commander of their army that doesn't kill. As sweet as that may be, if you were to adopt those philosophies once again, your friends would die instead of your enemies. But if you're lonely, we could get them to help you out. It's such a huge burden to bear.
From that day on, Licht wore a mask, both on and off the battlefield. No one ever saw him without it.
We can't let Rihito continue to do this by himself.
Please, you have to let us fight too.
Everybody just calm down.
We're begging you!
So then, you wish to receive the same operation as him in order to join the fray?
All that we're saying is we stick together.
If Rihito has to fight, then we want to join him.
He's so distant. I would hate for that gap to grow any larger.
Guess that settles it.
You serious?
The original plan was to operate on those who qualified. I don't see how doing that ahead of schedule would pose any sort of problem.
And so, 4 additional candidates were discovered. Tokikaze Sakai, Ace of Sudden Strikes. Taketora Doen, Ace of Heavy Strikes. Mizuka Sonohara, Ace of Pursuit. Captain Alexandrov Grigorovich, Ace of Explosive Strikes. You would have thought Licht would be relieved to shed some of the weight he'd been carrying, but you'd be wrong.
Rihito!
Don't kill, ever.
You're not the only ace around here anymore. I can help you.
This is a direct order from your commander. Do not kill.
I understand why you would say that, but please take me with you.
Learn to follow orders. You're a soldier.
Wait! Don't go!
Disobey and I will cut you down. Got it?
Rihito?
I think now's the time to act.
What do you mean by that?
Defending's not enough. We should attack.
You mean the original ballots?
We have to go on the offensive if we want to end this.
Yeah, give you that much.
Are you aware of what could happen? We aren't immune to the worsening food problems plaguing other nations. We could still suffer a similar fate. Waiting is pointless. We should set our other plans into motion as soon as we possibly can.
I'll see her.
If we were to get our hands on all 7 of the original ballots, we could achieve a unanimous vote and gain powers that I can't even fathom.
Powers far surpassing that of the simple majority, capable of bending the very laws of nature.
That's right. Alcia, the utopia we've only dreamed about can actually be attained. But not if we all sit here twiddling our thumbs.
Schmerman, what are you thinking?
Just as we believed it to be, this world is beyond saving.
Yeah, I guess so.
The world may be a lost cause, but the children are another story. Although I doubt Rahita will ever forgive me, no matter how much I apologize. I am in the wrong here. I am to blame.
Kill! I'll kill every enemy! Man, how strong is this guy?
Rahito, please!
Get back, Sonohara!
Kill!
Stop it, Rahito!
Enemies!
By that point, Licht had lost every semblance of his humanity. Even so, the members of Class A respected their commander's orders and stayed as far away from the battlefield as they could. I think inside they all knew. Licht's desire to prevent his friends from becoming killers was all that he was clinging on to. If he lost that, he would have also lost the only thing tying him to his former self. Then, 2 years later...
Is this right? It looks like it's on to me. Da-da-da-da! Hard to believe, but the war is over! Now that it's done, I won't have to use my powers to help them strategize. My job as a soldier ended right along with the war, so you know, I can focus on becoming Big Bro's wifey. To tell the truth, I felt lightning bolts pass between us the very first moment we met. Turns out, love at first sight is a real thing. That's why I decided to make this video. It's a love letter, made specially for you, Big Bro. I'd like to tell you to your face, but you've been a sleepyhead lately. You zonked out when the war ended and haven't woken up. Oh well, it won't be too long now. I think 3 months is more than enough time for a beauty rest. I already thought you were beautiful, though. Speaking of, I'm gonna learn how to do makeup so I'll be super hot when you come too. Good night for now, Big Bro. I love you.
I was just a little girl at the time. I had absolutely no idea what actually happened the day the war ended. Schmerman and the others were successful in collecting all 7 original ballots and passed a resolution by a unanimous vote. They chose to forsake this crumbling world, and in its place they created a utopia, guaranteed to be safe and prosperous. With all things extraordinary power, a continent was created 3,000 meters above the ground. This floating island was given the name Alcia. Then, using a second unanimous vote, they plundered the resources from below. Without fuel, there would be no way to operate any kind of aircraft. Nobody left on the ground would be able to attack their newfound paradise. Embryos of people from various nations and races were used to populate Alcia. This allowed them to grow up without any knowledge of the civilization they truly came from. It also left them with no recollection of Althing. And though nobody knew of its nature, it was still used to govern with absolute power. To make sure the past didn't repeat itself, a count was forced on every Alcian. Sending people to the Abyss kept population growth in check, and forbidding the study of flight kept Alcia's true nature a secret. A military was formed and armed with replica ballots in order to immediately quash any dissent among the citizens. Schmerman got his wish, and a select number of people got to live free from war in a utopia among the clouds. I'm sure you've pieced it together by now. The Abyss is the world that Alcia abandoned. It didn't have much to offer, especially not after the war. But that didn't stop Althing from stripping away every last resource those poor survivors were clinging to for dear life. Alcia can only sustain itself if it takes from the people suffering beneath it. It sacrifices the majority so that a few lucky individuals live happily. A steep price, to say the least. One ace chose to violently oppose this new world, Tokikaze.
What you're doing is wrong! Stand down! And we don't accept this! Do you hear me? It's wrong, and we'll rebel if we have to!
Don't be an idiot!
Not so fast, Captain Allen. Save your energy and let someone more suitable go after him.
Why you? until...
What did I do?
This is all my fault. This is all my fault. That was the moment Licht's heart stopped beating. 20 years after the Waste War, Big Bro finally woke up. I'm glad, but confused. He didn't age a day during those 2 decades. What's worse is that he won't smile. There's something wrong with him. But I'm not too worried. With some time, Big Bro will be his happy self again. Oh wow, I guess I can't call him that. It doesn't really work now that I'm older. Licht only had one thing on his mind when he woke up from his 20-year nap. He wanted to know what happened to the rest of Class A. And he got his answer. The army that didn't kill transformed their school into a safe haven for children orphaned by the war. But there was only so much food they could produce from that barren land, and Alcia took away most of what they managed to harvest. Fewer people meant fewer mouths to feed, so they took their own lives to buy the children a little more time. The day Licht found that out was the same day he and I escaped the military. In 50 years, I haven't seen Licht take off his mask once. He won't speak. It's been 100 years. It feels like a miracle. A few minutes ago, Licht was actually talking a little bit. I bet he'll be back to normal soon. He might even unmask himself and get a breath of fresh air. Anyway, I decided when Licht takes off his mask, I'm going to flat out ask him to marry me. I'm older now, but so what? I don't think he'll mind the age gap. The next time I record one of these, I wonder if I'll be his wife. Then again, he could turn me down and I'll wind up drunk instead. It's been 300 years since the Waste War, and Licht's mask might as well be part of his face. Today, I finally understood what he regrets. I also understand that I will never be the one who helps him shed his mask. Over the past 300 years, I've witnessed how prosperous Alcia has become. But that prosperity is based on the things stolen from the people left on the Abyss. It took him 3 centuries, but Licht has decided to turn his regret into revenge. He's planning to fight the entire Alcian military by himself and destroy this corrupt piece of paradise in the sky. That's why I chose to rely on you. He needs help, and he'll end up dead if he doesn't get any. That's why I thought I'd change the past. I'd stop him from regretting anything. But I can't do it alone. Just looking at me reminds Licht of that awful war. Maybe it's hopeless. Maybe there isn't a way to save him after all, but I can't stop myself from believing. I can't. Because for the first time in 300 years, one of you was able to take off his mask. You accepted him and embraced his sorrow. So please, please save him. I wish I could, but I'm powerless to help my big bro. You made it back.
So, Nana...
I know. You tried, but you couldn't change it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I just wanted you to know the truth. Well, I hope you guys are hungry. I made quite the spread to celebrate your return.
Please tell me. Where's Licht right now? There. Look at me, Licht. Let's pick up where we left off all those years ago. Right here. You and me.
Hey guys, Licht here. Finally back on preview duty just in time for the Nip Slip episode.
Yep, here goes.
Whoa, a little warning would be nice.
That defeats the purpose.
300 years can really change a girl.
Next time, cheating.